You never feel like you're on your own. You always have somebody at the end of the phone to talk to. I'm Joanne and I've been fostering for 14 years now. I think myself and John, we'd always wanted to do something different and felt that we could give so much. And I think one of the biggest regrets we had being married is we never had children ourselves. So we just felt we had a lot to give to other children out there who needed a home. And we kind of went from there, basically. It was SFS that never put any pressure on us at all. And there was no rush or anything to do anything. And where other agencies were constantly ringing us and stuff. So we just felt we'll go with the one that is no pressure. And it's worked out really well. You do feel like part of the family. I mean, if my supervising social worker is on annual leave, for example, I know I can still ring and there'll be someone there who'll be able to deal with me and who will know about my boys and things and what's going on with them at the time. You never feel like you're on your own. You always have somebody at the end of the phone to talk to. I think for myself and John, we were always keen to do long term, especially with having my grandchildren around as well. What I didn't want to do short term in and out and respite and things. And I wanted to have a foster family that you can grow with and develop, you know, as we all grow together as a family. You know, we had a young girl who, like, you know, she's still in our lives now. And we've got another young girl as well we looked after for 8.5 years, still in our life. And it's really, really good. And that's how it should be. Because I think a lot of these children, yeah, they have their own families, but lots of difficulties with them. But you want to give them maybe what they can't have with their own families. And it's nice that when they leave, they still have that relationship with you. And what's really great for me is when somebody in the street, or maybe, you know, we go to the cinema or something and somebody says, gosh, your boys are growing. They're doing really well. You know, a neighbour stopped me the other day and said, your young man was so polite in the shop the other night. And I thought, and I was like, oh my God, you know, it's great to see people see that. I think you have to have lots of patience. You have to have good listening skills and understand. I mean, you know, as an adult, I've not been in the situation these kids are in. I've been very lucky to have a very good, you know, parents and a very good upbringing as a child. But I think you have to give them lots of empathy. You have to be patient with them. And you just have to understand that they just want somebody to listen to. You know, somebody who's going to look out for them, someone who's going to, you know, listen to them when they're shouting and screaming and when they're angry and upset. And also when they, you know, when they need a little hug or they're a bit tired and they need a little touch on the sofa. They're children at the end of the day and they need all these things, you know, to grow and develop. And all those things, that's what makes the relationship grow. Oh, I think as a foster carer, you get a lot of support from SFS. I mean, they're like an extended family to you. They spend lots of time, their focus is always on the children, but they also look after the foster carers as well. You know, they give lots of training. The training is great, is spread out throughout the year, and everybody has the opportunity to attend. And it's always very like self-explanatory. And if they go over it, they give you the sheets if you want to take the handouts home with you to look at it. I mean, it's really good. And for me, even when I've had days which have not been so good and I've needed support, there's always been someone on the phone. And sometimes that's been 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. There's been someone there, which is lovely. And it's nice to have someone answer the phone who you can relate to, who you know, not just somebody who you don't know, you know. So it's really nice.